Today we are going to talk about a very delicate subject. Existing versus living differences and how you can improve your lives. Please watch the video till the end as it is packed full of benefits for you. Hi there, my name is Juliana from Unity of Consciousness, where we help you to achieve personal and spiritual growth. We do this by helping you with everyday life tips, quotes from people from all walks of life, by inspirational topics, relaxing and meditation music and more. Mantras and affirmation videos to help you teach your subconscious to your life goals and guided meditation. I have to apologize that I cannot use my voice because at the time of creating this video I was unwell. I lost my voice and I could not shoot the video with me talking. To make up for it and to connect with you, I have put one of my photos. So, again, I apologize. I must mention here that I did not use any AI to create this text, just the voice. As you will see and notice, this text is based on my opinion, knowledge and all research and first observations with many people I have met during my life and work. I am qualified nurse and work nowadays as a mental health nurse. I am also a qualified accountant and manager from Monash University and use these skills all the time. So, you see, I have a bag of knowledge to share with you and help you. All I ask from you is to watch this video until the end for your benefit, like, subscribe and share. It is free information to help you. Let's get right into it now. I have read a lot of description on the difference between living and existing, and the ones I really like to bring it to you. I found it at Quora, Reddit, Danielle Burnock and some other sources before this video was made. This definition is a combination of all above. Living means to be alive and actively experiencing life. It involves embracing new experiences, taking risks, and pursuing your passions. Existing, on the other hand, means to simply be present and going through the motions of life involuntarily and without any real purpose or fulfillment. Existing, getting up in the morning, eating breakfast, getting to work, working for 8 hours, eating lunch in the meantime, getting home from work, eating dinner, preparing lunches for the kids with your wife or husband or your lunches for the next day, getting washing dishes done. It's 8 o'clock and that you reminded yourself that you had a personal project that can wait for tomorrow. There will always be a next tomorrow. Watching some Netflix and then going to sleep to wake up to the alarm for the next day and repeat. In the weekends you do your shopping, take your kids to some activities or yourselves, and Monday is here to repeat again. Does that sound like your life? How many of you and us live the life like this? There is no actual statistics, as you cannot measure the perception of one individual in association with their awareness of living versus existing. In my experience as a nurse and as a mental health nurse, I have spoken to a vast number of people in my life. Recently, I was told that many people are just happy to have secured a good meal, a good drink, and a roof that is made difficult by the systems nowadays, and they continue to live their lives like that. If that resonates with you, that is the most simplistic way of living your life. I have spoken with a colleague once. Our discussion was around food, their components of genetically modified aspects and the chemicals that are sprayed into our plants. These all disrupt our metabolism. There is plenty research on it. The most surprising question I was asked by my colleague was, "So, when we eat, we just fill our bellies?" That is right on point. You got it, buddy. So, I am here to shed some light into this subject and help you with some solutions, simple and more complicated ones regarding living and not just existing. Continue to watch, please, as it will be profoundly beneficial. Existing means to simply be present and going through the movements or motions of the daily life without any real purpose or fulfillment. It means simply to employ or functions physically, senses such as Our God-given metabolism, eating, digestion, viewing, hearing, etc. These are automate functions, or in the medical language are defined as involuntary control over these functions, as it ensures our very existence. Get it now? The merely our existence employs non-voluntarily activity functions. We do not have a choice in the matter. We breathe, we have hunger and eat for sustenance, we pass the remaining food and toxins. And, employing involuntary actions only, shows us that we are not ready to distinguish ourselves into our own unique identities. Imagine that. Do you really want to live a life of existence? Do you really? What do you think that at the end of our lives we should be proud of? That we lead a life of just sustenance? Do you think that at the end of our lives we should say, yeah, that was me, I drank tons of beer or wine or whatever and ate so much meat, or pizza or burgers or caviar per se? Hang on a minute. A life of sustenance and gene continuity is basically every live being out there. At least we make sure to call them lesser beings than humans. However, I must remind you that other live beings eat less to sustain. They are not generally gluttonous and insatiable. Crocodiles eat less than humans. They also take care of the environment better than us. If you compare the picnics of penguin families with human families, I mean they are not remotely comparable with the amount of trash we live around, especially plastic covers. My point is, even animals have goals to continue lives and maintain the balance in the ecosystem. What about us humans? We should not live our lives as big blobs. This is what is going to happen if we just aim for existence in the big picture or the country of world at these times. If we give all our commands to other entities, we cannot say that our liberties to act as intelligent beings are going to improve. It is like giving the command keys of the house to someone else and then suddenly you notice that you yourselves ended up living in the back corner or in the garage of your own house. Nowadays more than ever, it is the matter to question who you are and what do you want, as your liberties as a human and as a spiritual being are stripped as we speak. I want to explain briefly what is my likely definition of living versus existing. To live is to have your own identity in life, your footprint on the fabric of existence, on earth and in the fabric of universe. To live and enjoy every day of your lives while discovering yourself and your ideals. Live your lives in their simplicity while balancing delicately the answers to the big questions of your existence here. Tips to live and not just exist. Philosophical ones first. Know yourself and have love for yourself. It does not matter who you are. You are the most intelligent and the most powerful beings on this planet. Work in corporate, but do not be a conformist in your life. Be an individual as you are consciousness having a human experience. Do not buy and fully digest whatever you are being told from government, from corporations, or from whatever media or social media. Do not play parroting for God's sake. You are an intelligent being. Do your own research. Whoever or whatever is feeding you information might have a vested interest in it, and you might not be included in that vested interest. Remember that if some of these entities have done crimes, they are protected by the justice system to withhold that information generations. And approximately 80 years, so no accountability will be held in our time. Let that sink now. Do not read only books in school and at school. Keep reading. Read old versions of editions, including religious books, as all of the recent edition of books, it feels to me that they have been rendered and reduced as instructions to teach a gorilla how to count to 10, insulting. Read Plato, old philosophers, old religious tablets, etc. This have been hidden from the public for a purpose. Do not accept blunt explanations of how the world works. Read, research and make your own assumptions. You are an intelligent being. Make peace with the past as person, as a culture, and as a nation, however ugly that past might have been, and move on, because the future is still here and needs to be lived and enjoyed beautifully in cohabitation. We belong to each other. Earth belongs to everyone, not to one nation or person or a group of persons. Do not feel bad about the deeds of your ancestors or make other people feel bad about their ancestors. You need to know that you as an individual have your own accountability to make decisions and make this life better for you, for your ancestors. Change the course of the past yourself in the present. The past is gone. You cannot change it. You cannot go back in time. Raise better children than ancestors and better than ourselves. To put in the word of my friend Trish, leave this world better than you found it. Do not watch too much television, especially when there is so much negativity. It is done on purpose to make you foster negative feelings such as fear, anger, hatred towards each other, stopping you from personal and spiritual development. There is a plethora of issues here. Firstly, by feeling all negative emotions, it will break down your immune system and will lead to medical conditions. Then it will feed your brain with negativity, which will lead to more negativity search, as the brain will be addicted to it. Why not feed your brain healthy as all other organs? And, lastly, what I want to touch is when you feel anger, hatred, etc., it will fill up your time to search more of it for it, and it will leave little time for you, for your family and friends, and your human development. By the way, this is all scientifically proven. Go research and find out more. Know that you have a mission here. Do not struggle with the perception that you do not have a purpose. Do not believe for 1 second that you are a bag of meat and bones. I have watched a scientist say this about 25 years ago on the TV, which has troubled me profoundly by discrediting a creator that we are part of it, and probably led my path in life to help people to find a purpose in life. Do not compare your life to others. You do not know their struggles and their path to success. Not everyone is telling their stories 100% in public. Besides, everyone has got their own path in life, which connects to what I promote here: to live your lives as an incredible human individual, not part of a herd. Furthermore, who wants to be like everyone else? I would like to think that I am unique. I would like to quote Oscar Wilde here: be yourself, everyone else is already taken. Do not compare your life to celebrities. I am not here to criticize celebrities. I want to bring some insight to you that if your benchmark of perfection is a celebrity, you do not know them. You only see their pictures or their speeches. You do not know their lives, their salaries, and their deeds. If you want to be beautiful on surface like your favorite celebrity who earns $100 million and your salary at best is $150,000, you are way off the target. They spend your salary for their hair maintenance probably in a month. There is a proverb where I come from: do not stretch your legs beyond your covers, as you will get a cold, which loosely translates financially: do not spend more than you earn. So, when they come to do concerts and you have to spend $5,000 to support them and you have to have a loan, you just F yourselves. They get richer while you get poorer. As simple as that. Then comes the issue of the deeds of all celebrities you support. Do their lives and their deeds align with your morals? Ask this question to yourselves. I do not want to bash celebrities here. Know the people around you, know the people you love and follow and support. But the moral of this is, you should come to your center of the attention, not anyone else, including celebrities. Do not do harm to yourselves or your family at this point. Do not follow blindly. Do not be a follower only. Take the lead of your life. You should not care much about how many followers you have. Do you know that the most important people in your lives are you, your families, your friends, your morals? Period. I do not think I need to add more to this point, as it is so simple. Do not conform to peer pressure. Be an individual. I know I never conform to peer pressure, ever. I said and will say what I think, always. I plead you do the same. It will make you feel as an intelligent being. I do not doubt about your intelligence for even 1/1000 of a second. But I plead you to use this God-given intelligence every second in your life. Probably the last thing I will add to this is, many of you feel pressured to be socially accepted and are forced to buy new objects yearly. You buy new phones, new cars, new tablets, new computers, watches, video games, consoles, whatever you call them. Why? 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 You think that you are cool by doing this? Or do you think that you can show some social status, wealth, worth? That is completely foolish. Let me explain. Firstly, you spend more money into what they are called depreciated objects that do not hold any value after 2 years or even a year. You know that there is a new edition every year. So, to your finances and to your family, you just added expenses, not assets and not incomes. So, again, someone gets richer and wealthier on your back while you get poorer. Secondly, why do you base your worth on depreciable objects? You think that owning a new above-mentioned object makes you cool, worthy of looking at you, or talking to you or about you. Are your expectations towards yourself so low? I have mentioned in my other videos that your self-worth, self-esteem and self-confidence should come from the inside and not the outside. If your worth comes from outside, I am telling you that we are looking here at a black hole that will never be filled with objects, or money, leading you to compromise your whole aspects of your life, your very identity. You are an intelligent being, you are consciousness living a human experience. You are limitless. And to build your confidence even more, if all of us find our identities and be true to ourselves, there is no negative forces that can harm us. I will mention a saying from one of our leaders that is almost 570 years old, where he used this tactic in the leadership of the military. I am sure that other cultures have used it before and are using it nowadays. It goes like this: united we stand, divided we fall. This example is real and was illustrated by showing it to his nephew when he defeated our occupiers at that time. He grabbed a single branch and asked his nephew to break it. It was easy. Then he grabbed a whole bunch of branches and asked his nephew to break it. As you have guessed it, it was not possible. Now you get the moral of the story here. 2. Now let me guide you with simple actions on how to live better. Get up in the morning and kiss and say good morning to the person next to you. Go and say good morning to your parents, to your kids, to your siblings. Have a meal with your family. News, newspapers, social media can wait. They are not as important as your family. Your work emails are not as important as your family. Read your work emails in the designated work hours. If you cannot catch up with your work, drop your workload. Do not feel bad about it. Your organization does not pay you to work at home. Do not give free time. This lowers your credibility and worth. Organizations will push you to the limit by requiring more and making you feel bad that you are not a team player. Turn the coin on the other side. If they really value you, they should value you not as a human resource, but as a human. Sure, you have to give 100% and some more sometimes in your designated work hours. Get in the sun. It is highly beneficial for you physical and mental health. Get grounding. There is a lot of research nowadays to inform you about the health benefits. These are also ancient health techniques that have been buried from our knowledge. Catch up with important people in your life such as your family, parents, siblings, friends. We are social beings, not social animals. This is so insulting. Those late corporate meetings should not make it in your important to do things. If they want you to attend, make it clear to have a meeting within your working hours. That meeting is still considered work. Eat healthy, organic when you can, as it is beneficial for your physical and mental health. I realize this is difficult. But some pointers can be: buy from a local organic farm if you can. Support local businesses. Grow some food on your own garden. Create social groups with your friends and family that each of you can grow a type or more organic food in exchange and barter with each other to simplify the process. It is easy to grow 1 or 2 plants than a whole lot of them. Also, you should realize to grow original plants and not genetically modified. There is a huge number of plants that are modified. Do not use chemicals. Research online how to fight pests organically. There is plenty of research. Besides, if plants are eaten by pests, that is your test that they are healthy. Do not get taken back by it. At the end of the day, we have to share our goods with insects or birds even, they have to eat somewhere. Which reminds me that if more of us will have plants, vegetables, fruit trees at home, there will be less birds that might be hungry and you will have more harvest. Insects are more difficult to be managed. Just plant more so you can share and have more. Pursue your studies, businesses, investments. Take a step forward. Take risks in your life. Learn if you have failed. Failing teaches more than being in the state of stasis. There is nothing worse than at the end of our lives to say, "How come I did nothing with my life?" Too late for that question, is it not? Pursue sports, passions, live your life on the edge sometimes or a lot of times. Take days off if you feel too tired or unwell, look after your health. You will spend that money that you earned in medicines. There is no real beneficial to work while you are unwell or exhausted. Take holidays and use them, make short or long trips, go around your country and around the world if you can afford it. Learn new experiences, learn and appreciate new cultures. Try food from different cultures. I did it and I love it. I made it in my family diet. Tip here is to teach your palate. Try it once, try it twice and more until you like it. This is my tip and personal experience. Find your purpose in life and follow through, not matter if life throws you difficulties. It is done for a purpose. It tests your endurance and perseverance and if you are being true to yourself. Help people in need. There is nothing that gives more satisfaction in life compared to committing good deeds. It does not mean to give huge amounts of money to charities that pay millions to their CEOs and board of management to feel good that you are helping people in need. Give your time, give a compliment to someone to uplift their day, pay someone in need their lunch, give a hug to someone. I like to pay for coffees for the pensioners in secrecy. There is so many simple things you can do to make differences. That will pay for you and for them as well. Sometimes, the receivers of good deeds will carry it on and you just created a ripple of good deeds in the ocean of life. If you found this topic regarding living versus existing and tips helpful, consider incorporating it into your daily routine to continue building your confidence and self-belief. You can find more support in our channel for more content, techniques and resources on personal development, your well-being journey and spiritual development. Visit and subscribe to our channel, and watch videos that you find beneficial and seek for valuable lessons. Consider people who may benefit from this support. My name is Juliana from Unity of Consciousness, and I thank you and I appreciate you and your valuable time. Stay happy, healthy, and enlightened.